Hello everybody and welcome to Sunday Murktide. We're playing of course Murktide Regent. This time around it is simply blue-red, not splashing any green for pick your poison, and this list comes from Odanyakos, one of the best Magic Online player from Greece. He came second or split the final, I don't know, the Modern Qualifiers, which is a very large event on Magic Online, of course, and his list is very particular. And as you may have watched a lot of my Friday Murktide, Sunday Murktide on YouTube. What I used to do is just net deck, and then share my opinions as I go. Um, this way, you can. I think it's one of the best ways to practice and test is to try other winning lists and then kind of shape your own list based on that. So, for example, what are the differences of this list? So, we're playing 18 lands instead of 19, but the 19th land that's missing is the Survey land, which, if you've listened to the podcast with the Twinless Twin that we recorded for Competitive Magic with the Carnies, he added the 19th land as a Survey land. So, he basically took out the Survey land as a spell. But we're playing also Otawara and Fiery Islet, which can also be considered spell lands. There's only 6 fetches, so that may be the reason why he decided to not go for the Survey land. We're playing 5 cantrip, but they are 3 Consider, 2 Preordain, and I think this is like the first time that I don't see the full Preordain in Murktide ever since it was unbanned. 4 Lightning Bolt for Heat, and 1 Dress Down. Dress Down is, of course, very good against the Territorial Kavu. It kills it, and it's also powerful against the Leyline Binding Scion, because you can play Dress Down, Unholy Heat the Scion of Draco. Yeah, I think almost the whole thing is. I mean, this is just classic blue-red. If you don't have Pick Your Poison, you have to play Annul. There's Surgical Extraction for the Goria deck, and there's Unlicensed Hearse, which not amazing against Pick Your Poison version of Murktide, but I guess still powerful against the regular blue-red Murktide. So yeah, as always, if you watch my video, I always do this 2 minutes intro, which of course, there's all the timestamp. So if you want to go straight to the action, you can do it. But yeah, I'm sure that when I used to consume a lot more content, back back in the days, I was definitely very interested in hearing the intro. I guess I shipped up my content on what it was, maybe what like LSV and the other creators was making content in the past, and this like intro plus gameplay is definitely what was in the past. I still do updated content with the Magus workshop, which is kind of like something that didn't exist before, you can say, which is the highly edited paper content. If you enjoy watching that, I think this is definitely yeah, I just a better way maybe to make content. Although obviously this is much easier, so I'm able to put out one of these per day versus one of the other one per 10 days. So hope you are happy to be here, and let's see how this league goes. Starting with a multi 6. Of course, I'm gonna be able to okay, so I think here the sequencing is Mishra's Bubble myself. Because if I find a land, I just go Spirebluff Canal go. Whereas if I don't find a land, I can play Preordain and put that card on the bottom. Or maybe no, Preordain. Yeah, I like Preordain better. Hello, Illness. Opponent's mulligan into 5. Hunt Master of the Fells. Let's go. Bubble me. What do I see? Steam Vents. Okay. If I had 2 Preordain, I couldn't have done this play. It's sweet. Splitting cards. And now consider can... what's this? Oh, Windbrisk Heights. Oh, that's the mono white collector's cage deck that Aspiring Spike popularized. Played against it a couple of times at this point. Bubble? If I find a bubble, I can. Never mind. Would have gone turn to Murktide. Okay. Think I like what I see here. And because there's no survey land, I don't need to play fetch land here. Yeah, I think I like what I see. My opponent plays a ton of creatures. Unless it's... Oh, Legion's Landing. Sure. They pass. Uh-huh. I'll go Unholy Heat. And then I'll go... probably just Island Murktide. And I guess what we can do here is start counting the times that a surveillant would have helped me. One. Because here I would have been able to go fetch land, go play Murktide. I guess I would have probably, yeah, fetched the survey land and then play Murktide. But at the same time, of course, we play less fetches. We draw the survey land less often. I guess 0 times, actually. Thank you to Pax Mech Kraken. Thank you. Welcome for the first month. My opponent deck is very underpowered. Very underpowered. What they play. Ooh. I guess this was my bad. I should have killed the Clarion Spirit. I'm assuming I didn't expect Martyr Soul. Hello, the Daryl. Thank you, Pax. Yeah, the PT was great. I had a great time. Alright, this doesn't have flying, right? Huh. I think I'm just bolting a token here. Yeah, early bird stream, indeed. I still very jet lagged. I woke up at 5:30 today. What do you think of Pillar of the Flames main deck? Sure, you can do anything. First time you're able to catch? Nice. Okay. When it goes for a collector's cage. Each experience overall was amazing. Loved it. Okay, my opponent is on 11. I cannot get Delirium here. I guess what I'm going to do is just bolting the Stopter. Push it to 4. Good old Murktide just beating on new decks. You just, I don't know, play a large creature, your opponent tries to do their plan, you just kill them in 3 attacks. Pixie, wow. Hey, they found the chump blocker. They return Legion's Landing, so they go down to 3. Although I almost like, yeah, played all my bolts. Sort of. See if I draw an additional removal spell. For Pixie for lethal. Two. They have to chump block here. And there's no Ledger Shredder or anything, so I'm just gonna play all my lands. No reason to bluff. Opponent is in the Abyss mode. Really wonder if they have any answer to my Murktide. I'm gonna pull out the list that Aspiring Spike posted. Doesn't seem so. Not even in the sideboard. Alright. Wow, they can play the card on the collector's cage. Can actually lose this game now. Well, not anymore, right? Because now I have a. Hmm. So now I have flying gear. Yeah, they can play Emrakul. Shouldn't have they? Oh, they have a Miracle. That's what they have. They have a Miracle there. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Huh? You love the stream time? Yeah, unfortunately, it's not really reliable. I have to wake up at 6 a.m. to stream at this time. Anyway, I think I don't want this. Yeah, Miracle. Yeah, is annoying. So let's see if I find another a removal spell wins. I know I've played a lot of them already. Yeah, this is indeed a miracle. Yeah, okay. So they have two flying creatures. Huh. Fortunately, this is the chimp attack now. Hmm. Man, I'm gonna lose this game. That's crazy. Did I make a mistake somewhere? Maybe I did. Maybe I did. Yeah, play's gonna go Emrakul almost for sure. If I had dressed down, what would have happened? Well, not much. Not much, really. I would have still died to Emrakul next turn. Because Emrakul is on cast trigger, so dress down doesn't stop it. Yes, thank you for the prep sub. The opponent is playing what Aspiring Spike tweeted a few days ago. This mono white deck with Collector's Cage and Whiskey High. Thank you, Gurtias. Welcome to the Prime sub. But of course, I can get lucky and they cannot have Whiskey High here, but it's just unlikely. It's very unlikely, right? Yeah. I'd say it's almost impossible. Yeah, they have in 8 cards you'll find Emrakul for sure. Oh no, they didn't find it. Wow. Okay. I'm somehow still nah, I still don't have outs here. Even if I found a removal spell, I'm still dead. Yeah, I would have loved to have counterspell with iteration. Could have countered that thing. Yeah, GG. Oof. Incredible that I lost this game. Simply incredible that I lost this game. I really don't understand how it happened. Okay. Do I want cast into fire? I mean, it kills the Hollow Hopper and the Collector's Cage, so maybe it's fine. Also, Annul may be fine. Buongiorno, Stefano. I guess Dress Down kills the Sanctifier in Vec. I didn't consider that. Yeah, no, for sure. I should have bolted the creature before they can play Hollow Hopper. I just didn't expect them to have Hollow Hopper there. but they have like two options. Okay, I'll leave this on top. Brotherhood end is really good here. And I played a Warden of the Inner Sky. I would even missed the second land drop last game. Crazy that I lost. I don't really feel like doing anything. Legion's Landing. I guess I could counter that. Do I want to shoot this Warden or just ignore it? I may just ignore it. It's just one damage after all. And I have this Brotherhood end. There I feel like I wanted to counter this Legion's Landing because my Annul may not have targets. And so I kept the one land there, you rattle back two lands off the top of the good type, the Windbrisk High. Okay. My question is, if I let this resolve and they go Ornithopter, I can get card advantage with Brotherhood end. But then I'm tapped out. I think it's fine. Hello, Daniel. Exactly. And they get the Surveil one, or sorry, the Scry one with Warden. Early Scream, yeah. Yeah. I was also thinking they may play like a 3-drop, and my Brotherhood get to kill everything, you know? The risk of tapping out now is that my opponent can resolve things. Each creature. And now I need to draw my iteration and Murktide Regent. Or again, using my annuls. Obviously, Collector's Cage now resolves, but my opponent has no creatures in play, so it's not that problematic. Yeah, Annul from Pauper to Modern. Sure. Yeah, I'm glad I countered that Legion's ending. Opponent would have returned it with Pixie and etc. I guess, I mean, I have to kill everything anyway, so I might as well just do it at sorcery speed so they don't convoke. And I have like a bunch of 1-for-1s. I mean, I guess I got like a 2-for-1 here, or 3-for-1 here, but still. I have one card left. I'm waiting to draw Murktide Regent. Alright, you got a 3 on a 3-2. Classic Bauble draw bubble. The bubble chain. I prefer doing the iteration chain That's definitely a better chain to do. Alright, I don't wanna counter that. I think I will counter this though. Probably also kill that. So I've finished my answer basically. Where okay, that's good. Guess I wish I kept that Unholy Heat now. Because I would have been able to surveil extra. Ooh, Mishra's Factory. Wait, a ton of Delirium? 11 cards, no Delirium? Okay, okay. No lands, no sorceries. But yeah, now I draw this iteration. Everything will be better now. Everything will be better now. I don't want a bottom to consider. And bottom exile. Remember, I don't play with survey land in this list, so might as well just fetch immediately for island. For Murktide Regent, but we just can't bottom that counterspell there. Of course, I'm happy to draw Consider. It's better to draw Consider than a random card. Okay, opponent drew a creature. It's the Hollow Hopper. That's fine. I'm gonna keep Counterspell for a better card. Opponent can now use this to scry. I guess if I bolt this, they can't, and they just have to attack. Not very afraid of the race they're putting on. Eventually, I draw Murktide. I'm digging very much here. I'd say this matchup seems good, although I don't know how last game won. It really slipped away from my hand. Opponent stole it from my hands. Mm-mm. Collector's Cage. Ugh. And we have lethal now. 6 and 9 is 15. Game 3, I'm on the draw, which is fine. I have a lot of cheap cards, so it shouldn't be a problem. I think I want Stern Scolding. They have Sanctifier back in their deck. Shan actually shuts off Collector's Cage. Maybe I want to side out Ragavan on the draw. No, I don't like the Blood Moons. Remember, my deck is mostly blue. If you bring in Blood Moon and Magus, um, my deck becomes worse. It's just bringing random cards. Do I want Force of Negation? Maybe on the draw is okay. For a miracle, if they cast it off of Collector's Cage or Whiskey Brisky. Not sure though. Yes, exactly. Play means cast. So if my opponent plays, if my opponent plays Emrakul off of Windbrisk High, or Collector's Cage, they get the extra turn. That's the combo. That's why they're playing that deck. That's terrifying. It is. It's terrifying. All right, I'll lead with my channeler. See if they have a Sanctified Clearance Spirit. Yep. Yep. Yeah, let's see if they have. Okay, thankfully they don't have a 3-drop there. Do I want to draw? Is there a card that I hate to see? Sure there is. Sure there's plenty of cards I hate to see. Let's go Unholy Heat. Yeah, that one is definitely I hate to see. Draw. Nice. This gets me Delirium already. Whatever. Let me bubble you. Memnite. That's a lot of bubbles. Okay, it's a third land and an Unholy Heat. I think I like Unholy Heat. I don't like third land. Maybe I still like the third land? I don't know. I'm so afraid of flooding in a matchup like this, where my opponent has a very low land count. Casting to Fire will be able to clean 2 tokens next turn. I'm gonna place Pixie as a 1-mana 2/2 flyer, no downside. See if they have another payoff. Oh wow, I just cracked the canopy. It doesn't look like they want to play Memnite. They want to hold both Memnite and the other card. Weird. Okay, how about now I go on Unholy Heat in upkeep still? I think now I do want to see a third land. I see a Lightning Bolt. Yeah, maybe I was supposed to draw that third land. The fear of flood combined with actually not having the third land is awkward. Man, Murktide Regent is huge. It feels so bad to bottom it. It feels so bad to bottom it. Ah, it's okay, I'll top it. I will top it. I'm very glad I brought in Force of Negation, honestly. Yeah, no. Big regrets on that third land there. Okay, my opponent plays the Memnites now. And they play a top land. They have 2 cards left. And they attack me for 1. Okay, obviously now I can't play Murktide. Do I want to go casting to fire in upkeep? They may play Surge of Salvation. I think I'm going to play casting to fire in their turn to play around Surge of Salvation. End of turn. What do you have? Where's the little reinforcements? Oh no. That means I don't have a way to stop your Emrakul now. I don't have a way to stop your Emrakul now. That's terrible. If I lose this game, it's definitely my fault. Because that third land was necessary to win and I graveyarded it. That's just classic Murktide. I haven't played Murktide in 2 weeks. I would say I missed it slash not missed it. Like the feeling that if you lose, it's always your fault is devastating. But yeah, I cannot stop you here. You have to go. I have to hope you didn't find Emrakul here. The devastating feeling. Hey, how about I use Cast into Fire now? I think it's okay. If they have the Miracle at Force of Negation. No Emrakul, please. No Emrakul, please. A miracle. Perfect. My Cyborg Force of Negation worked. I think I'll pitch the Borrower. Yeah, I'll keep the Annul for Collector's Cage. I leave on top iteration, although here I'm certainly playing Murktide. Alright, here we go. Now, I have to delve carefully, leave Delirium. I'll definitely take all the red cards. I guess not all the red cards. Maybe I take, because the point is, I have to make it 8-8. Yeah, I'll take all the red cards so that if they draw a Sanctifier in back, it does nothing. I think now they can't play Emrakul anymore because I can annul the cage and Sanctifier Growth Murktide. Yeah, but then I lose Delirium. Right, this should be a win. See, if this Fairy Islet, for example, was a top land, the Scry land, I wouldn't have won. Instead, it did. All right, oof. We won the game because I cited the Force of Negation. Very glad I did. Grant, this is the first time I played a matchup, so I don't know if this was correct or not. But it was very close. We were very close to lose. Despite, I felt like both game 1 and 3, we certainly had all the cards to win. Certainly had all the cards to win. There's a lot of factors why you win a game of Magic. Playing well obviously is important, but having a proper deck and sideboarding well are definitely all part of the equation. So, before you arrive at the reasons why you lost variants, there's so many factors above that probably you don't even reach that. Or also Mulligan in a hand is also another big reason. For example, this hand. I'm keeping it. I don't know. It's it's like draw red land immediately, and it's super powerful. If I draw it second turn, it's also okay. Yeah, I'll pass now. The way I can go. No, I'm actually playing it. I know that Channeler may help with Delirium, blah blah blah, but I think it's okay. I mean, you can say that this hand was a mulligan. I don't think it was. Happy to keep it. When it doesn't fetch, that may mean that they have Orcish Bowmaster mana for next turn. Huh. It's good to know. I'm not gonna crack the bubble then. Well, do I guess I'm fine if they play or not? No. Let's leave it there. Hello, HAS. Think they play Yogg, so I need to keep a mana for Grist now. Raucous Theater. That may be scam now. Have the card on top. Uh-huh. They evoke a grief. Okay, let's think about that now. Because I can counter this, but then they resolve Fable. Whereas if I let this grief resolve, they can't resolve Fable. I guess it's only bad if they have two scam effects. So if they have two scam effects, what happens? It's bad. But what hand did they keep? Two scam effect, a molten collapse, no grief. I think I let this resolve. My problem is I counter this and they play Fable. And I think I may lose that game. Whereas now they see my hand. It's bad again, it's bad against two scam effects, but it's the same bad as it's bad if they go Fable. See if they have two scam effects. They don't. And we got a 3 for 2, and they can't play Fable. So this was exactly what we wanted. Um, I just draw. Again, I don't feel like cracking the bubble. Okay, so I can crack the bubble now and play Merc. Just passing. Buongiorno, Tongo. Opponent knows my hand fully. They play Ragavan. I think I'll counter now. I don't have a removal spell. This Ragavan can carry away with the game. Yeah, now they can play Fable. Buongiorno, Pivo. Yes. Okay. Well, at least I'm glad I didn't like counterspell earlier last turn. Okay. So they have Shieldred on top, which is strong. A Dash Ragavan is important here to connect, because that means I'm gonna exile the Shieldred. I wish I found a removal spell so that I could have exiled the Shieldred, but unfortunately I did not. Now, if I draw Unholy Heat, I don't even have Delirium, so it's gonna be hard to beat that Shieldred, but unfortunately, those were my draws. I don't think I could have played a game in a better way. Oh wow, they had Bowmaster the whole time. Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel like oh ho ho, amazing draw here, the best possible. I think I wanna delve for sure. So I'm gonna go, sorry, Delirium for sure. So I'm gonna go Channeler Iteration. This way I can get Unholy Heat. Yeah, I like to graveyard that. So now I've basically almost Delirium. Yeah, almost Delirium, però non è Delirium. But it's okay. Let's go. Hand, bottom, exile. I play this tap land here. Attack you for 6. You go to 10, then you go to 12. But, I'm probably winning this race if you brick. Worst draw is probably Grief. Battle Push is fine. I have Delirium now, so if I draw Unholy Heat, is great. I'll just play Murktide. Attacking for 7, so that you are dead if you brick. I got 8. Then I can go to 6. Let's see if they bricked here. They thought so. Okay, we won. All right, this game was very clutch, very important. I think once again to play the way we did. Ooh, that's my alarm. As always, I woke up a clean 3 hours before the alarm. Okay, our Borrower brings in because of Leyline of the Void. Hers bring in because card that does something. Worst cards were the Spell Pierce and the DRC. Dress Down also not fantastic. I want to bring it Tishana. Tishana can be alright, I guess. Oh, spell. Oh no! I brought out the Spell Snare instead of a Spell Pierce. No, poor Spell Snare. Alright. It is what it is. Alright, keep. They don't have Leyline. Okay. They grief scam me now. Yeah, the wolf is the Spell Snare is nice. Really nice card. They tried to repeat it with minor misstep, but I don't think that did achieve the same goal. Grief Scam on turn 1 on the play. My deck definitely is one of the best one against it, as I have plenty of removal spells and card selection, and card draw anyway. So just discarding 2 bolts is whatever. Okay, consider. Nice. I'll just go Island. That's like the only card my opponent didn't know about my hand. That Island. Oh, special. I'm actually casting the Consider now, so that I can't go Orc. Subtlety. I think I'll graveyard it so I have Delirium. I draw Unholy Heat. Of course, if they play Doltywood Walker is annoying, but that's fine. I'll live with that. I'm definitely on the back foot here. I'll bounce this Grief, take 2, take 3. So I'll go to 12. They have 3 cards left. And 1 is Grief. Sorry, 4 cards left. 1 is Grief. Eh. Yeah, my opponent had a really good draw this game. Not only turn 1 Grief, but also double threat. And this is how you lose to Scam. I think I must bubble myself now. I know it triggers Orc, but I have a fetch land. So here I'm just gonna go probably just top land here. Raw triggers the Orc. Let's see. I guess I have Brotherhood and I could have kept on playing. Okay, let me do the change here. Spell Snare back. There's a lot of random cards. And this channeler is nice. We should just take out all the random cards and just bring in channelers back. Yeah, let's do that. Mulligan in this matchup is rough, but that's okay. Leyline of the Void, okay. My channeler now is bad. And I wish I left it in the sideboard instead of bringing it in. I guess I should not play land because I could have gone turn to iteration. Let's see. Come on, let's flip Fable. Come on, Ragavan. Give me a Fable. Fable. Bloody Woodwalker, unfortunately, I can't cast it. That would have been very good. Now this Ragavan can die to a Orcish Bowmaster, unfortunately. Yeah, I wish I didn't play land and just went like Treasure and Steambend's iteration. Could have found Stern Scolding or the Bowmaster. See if I draw it. I don't. Alright, let's see if they have Orcish Bowmaster. I wish they don't. Alright, let's flip a good card. Grief, Fable, Shieldred, Grief. Alright. Yeah, let's go Grief. Do I want to play this Otawara? Yep. Two. An F6. What do they have? Okay. Okay. My opponent hand is bad, but so happens often when you have Leyline. It's what they did game 2, which was like Grief Scamp plus like a great turn 1 play plus something else is definitely the high roll of that deck. I think I'm gonna take Kolaghan's Command here. Yes, everything else is very clunky. And it takes a while for them to get those that Shieldred on board. Okay, they drew a Grief. That's very lucky, geez. Because they have 2 not dead after all, so my bolt don't even work. Alright. Well, it was the best draw, for sure. The best draw for sure. Yeah. I mean, if I didn't take Kolaghan's Command, Belly, what do I take? Nah. I can't take Not after all. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, so they do that. And I think I have to let him go. Yeah. 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 Draw. Okay. Let's race here. I attack for 5. I thought this game was a losable. Now we do have, maybe we went from like 90% to 60, but still in a good shape. So we flip. Nothing this time around. That's okay. I think what I like to do here is, now honestly, just nothing. Well, if I go Bolt, they go Not Dead after all. I go Counterspell. They're tapped out, so they can't play Fable. But like, let's say they draw land and they play Fable. I just go Counterspell Bolt, and I think it's even better. Yeah, I think I'm just in a great shape. I shouldn't move. They can't attack. I'll untap and draw. Land. I think I'm simply attacking with Grief and passing. Again, I could have gone the bold counterspell play. Maybe it would have been better. But I think I'm just playing it safe here. Opponent can't really move. Ragavan's super important. Don't side it out in this matchup. I remember I found out that when I was testing for the RC. Okay. Well, so now I can go bolt here. Counterspell here. GG, they say. All right. Yeah, the channeler. I found out to side out the channeler. I decided to bring them back on the play, but it was probably a mistake. Yeah, opponent says that Leyline doesn't beat Ragavan, but most people side out Ragavan against Scam, so that's why I guess people think that Leyline is a good plan. And it's like obviously Leyline is good. It's just that Leyline makes you keep bad hands. Leyline is a dead draw. Leyline has a million problems. I'd always be on the side of the deck that plays against Leyline than the one that plays Leyline. But that's again just classic Murktide match. You win 2-1. Every game super close. Okay, let's go. Keep. Land Ragavan on the play. And the rest is history. Blackcliff Cliff. Grief. Okay. Let's hope they don't have Undying Evil, but they have not that after all. Retract says, I prefer to be result oriented and only think about the match where Leyline has won you the game instead of the one where it's a dead draw or you kept a bad hand and they lose to it. That's also something, yeah. All right, let's flip a Molten Collapse or Fatal Push. Orcish Bowmaster. All right, I'll take this. Go. What did you pitch to Grief? Shieldred. Okay. Put a nose F spells in there. Let's see what they do about it. Well, they play into it, but I'm not gonna send back. I have to cast this. If they have a work, so be it. I'll attack with both, and then assume they block, and I go Unholy Heat. But it's 4 cards. Let's see. They don't have Spell Pierce, so they can't play Fable. GG, Capison. GG. They play Fatal Push. That's fine. It lets me play Murktide Regent. I can also play Channeler and keep on having Spell Pierce for Fable. But then they can also have a card casted Grief, so I just rather play my Murktide. Is really good in this matchup. You saw game 1 of the previous match. They go for the aforementioned Fable. And I put you to 7. Now they need to find an answer, otherwise they die. And there's not that many. I mean, Morton Collapse and very few others. They need a land. I guess they don't need a land. They can just attack. Yeah, they had Grief and Orc. Wow. Yeah, Murktide just wins. Murktide just wins. You play it, you do 2 attacks, and the life total ends. Okay, let's stick to the rule and set out the channeler and not do like I did earlier. Hey, we keep my opponent mulligan to 6. I'll bottom Ragavan. On the draw is not as good. Still better than channeler. So far, I would say I didn't miss the survey land much. Yes, exactly. Luckily, no pick your poison yet. We haven't played against a matchup with pick your poison, so. Wow, I chose not to counter. My opponent followed it up with a swamp so they can have the protection spell. Maybe I should have just countered. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna draw this Ragavan. I'll bubble myself first. Don't like that. I guess what I can do is shock land again. It's a lot of damage, I know. But I really don't want to draw that on Licensed Earth. So I'll play Ragavan, pass. Now if they play push, I bolt. If not, I just block. I just block here if they attack. Dorothy. Yeah, I'll play Stern Scolding. If they go kill spell, I'll take it. It shouldn't be the end of the world. And if they go not dead after all, I can then bolt this. See? Babe. Thank you for the second month. I appreciate your support, my friend. Welcome to the stream. And hello, Bayan. Good morning. Let's go land consider. What do I consider? A subtlety. Well, it's not the best here, but I mean, there's a lot of worse card. I think I'll top this. And then we bolt. So we carefully played around everything once again. I don't miss a surveillant. Haven't missed it so far. Haven't missed it so far. One card left. Unholy Heat. I think I don't want to go Unholy Heat because my opponent just played Blackcliff Cliff. That makes me think they may have Shieldred as the last card in the end. They discard just one. I'll take it. I go to 11 here. I want to use Brother Zuden to kill both sides of Fable. Again, I don't want to use this. Oh, I can use Tishana to kill Fable. But I feel like, again, I want to use Brother Zuden to kill Fable. And its token. Feels like the only way to 1-for-1 Fable. If you Tishana the Fable, the reflection flipping, you kill it. I guess this is really bad if they have a not dead after all effect. It is what it is. I'm glad they didn't have it. Let's see if they have another survey land or just one. They have 2 cards. No, not dead after all. Cool against command. What do? Discard a card, return Ragavan. I'll discard Tishana. And I will let you connect. I don't want to use Subtlety on Ragavan there. think it's a losing play. Can go very bad, but they can also get a land, and then I end up winning. You know, with two Subtlety in my hand, they are cast both. So this can go terribly, but I think it is what it is. All right, it doesn't go terribly. They just found Lava Spike, which of course they play, bringing me down to 4. But you know, game is winnable. Opponent brings back the Ragavan and passes. The game now is winnable. I think if I just Subtlety there, it's just hard. It's just too hard. What is my opponent hand? They may have like lands. They may have removal spells. That deck send back lands because you have Fable, of course. Yeah, this resolves. Then I'll hold the Ragavan here. Keeping Unholy Heat for Shieldred. They just drew Not Dead after all. They didn't have a few turns ago. I guess I could have drawn a last turn. Alright, they just pass here. Amazing. So this is exactly the spot I wanted to be after I didn't block. I'll play this land. I don't think, but I mean, they bolt here. They play a couple of bolts. And again, that land in end doesn't do much unless they have like a second call against command. Licensed hers. Sure. But when I jam a subtlety like this, probably not. And also, no, I just untap and draw. You love the popper videos? Nice. Thank you, thank you. I'll fetch it down to 3. If they have bolt, I'm happy. I'm not happy to die, but if they have bolt, I'll die. But I want to be able to leave 2 cards on top and then fetch to play subtlety. I'll go top, top. I want to hide the iteration from a Thoughtseize. And I need to pass here because I need to use subtlety to stop hers from ever crewing. And I die to bolt, but imagine I go like just Preordain and not fetch, and now I have to fetch to play subtlety. You know, it's just bad, I think. I'd rather just die to bolt. Which is still like very, not very unlikely, but just unlikely. Okay, I can go and bottom, exile. I'll play the largest Merc that I can. Actually, do I want? I want to keep Delirium if it's possible. It is possible, so I will. 3 cards, of course, they can have of course they can have Molten Collapse. Yeah, the hurts will remove Delirium, but that's okay. Orcish Bowmaster. So let's think about this now, because if I just subtle, I think if I subtlety this is too bad. So I'll let this resolve, and then I will do nothing. I got a 2. Yeah. I don't need to Unholy Heat now. Even if they crew their hers, I can just block. I guess nah. That's fine. I have Delirium, so Liliana of the Veil. Oh my, it's gonna win the game. All right, let's subtlety, but yeah, Liliana of the Veil is gonna win the game. Wow. Yeah. I really wish there was another way, but I don't think there is. I'll go Unholy Heat here. I think on Bowmaster. I mean, it's really bad if they have not that after all, but I don't think I can play around that now. Yeah, now I needed to draw a spell and I didn't. I'm not dead on board, so I will simply attack with this, play Ragavan pass, that way I can sacrifice Ragavan, and then I'm not dead on board. But I feel like I must attack here. Didn't play the iteration, kept up mana for subtlety. Maybe it would have been better. It's too hard. Definitely too hard here. Okay, they draw with castle. They go to 9. I'll take the Legana with dash. Don't know what that means. I am. Well, I'm not dead, but I'd honestly rather die here than survive. Because they go Liliana sacrifice. I have to sacrifice Murktide. Um, wow, they actually don't. It doesn't matter. I untap, have no permanence. They have Liliana in hand. All right, let's go to the third one. All right, on the play, opponent kept 7, no ley lines. Let's see what they have. They just kill my Ragavan. Okay, amazing drawing iteration. Let's see if they have a Thoughtseize to take it away. My best play for them here is Dothy Woodwalker. That would be the best play. That's also fine. I'm happy to go double Unholy Heat. No, they don't have a... And now it's a shame that I don't have the Survey land. I would have loved to have it now. Anyway, untap and draw. Let's play this iteration. It could brick, I know, but it is what it is. It does brick. That's unfortunate. I'm going to take a second Murktide. Reason being, if I put it, it's the card I'm going to win the game with, and I don't think I consider much change. Whereas if they discard the one Murktide that I have, I just don't have a plan anymore. So I think I'd rather have Murktide. But yeah, now they can play Fable, and I'm very much behind. Hitting land was huge because I could have like killed the Fable token. That's great news. Great news. Oh, do you also have a scam? No, they don't have a scam. They would have saved the Ragavan last turn. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, they took one of the two Murktides. You like the commentary on why I make the plays? It's much better than other Magic streamer. Well, sometimes I guess I have the energy to do that, but it's not something you can do every time. I try to do it every time. Anyway, do I want to? I can make a 5/5 Murktide. I think I can do better than that. My opponent clearly doesn't have a Survey land. Sorry, when did I say that? Opponent clearly doesn't have a not that after all. So what's their range? What's their hand? They have like Shield right here. I think I should just pass. I think I should just pass. I don't want to play Murktide. I want to keep Delirium for Shieldred. Well, actually, I punted here. That could have cast my Murktide. I made a big mistake. My opponent also made a big mistake. But when I bolted, for no reason, by the way, that could have just... Thankfully, we both made a mistake. I think I'm gonna go Unholy Heat. I don't know if I want to play Murktide. I don't know if I want to play a Murktide. It takes away Delirium. And like I never do any more Delirium. I think I should slow roll it and play Preordain. What lands? Yeah, this was a mistake on both sides. Thankfully, it countered. Okay, they drew the fourth land. They know my hand. Kroxa. Oh no, Kroxa. That definitely wins the game. Now I definitely need to speed up. Now I definitely need to speed up. Kroxa is the classic card that just breaks those games. Might. So lucky. My one-of card that can answer that. Love it. So lucky. I drew Fable. It's Friday Murktide. Thank you, Daddy. Sorry, Jovan. Thank you for the 10th month. Nice. All right. Well, I can play this Murktide, but if I do that, I kill Delirium. Do I kill Delirium actually? Because I can't leave in the graveyard. I can go 3 mana Murktide, exiling, leaving 3 cards, and then I go Delirium again next turn. Yeah, let's do that. Daddy. Well, it's one of the nicknames. It's not that I just said thank you, Daddy. That's part of this world that we live in, where you just choose a nickname and you impersonate that. Anyway, I do this and I keep Delirium, correct? Yes, because I can go Iteration Heat. Okay, pass. They discard some cards. One only, okay. I guess they have a Molten Collapse. Oh, Liliana. Liliana. See, okay. Mine as well. Thank you. All right, I'm going to crew hers and sacrifice that. Yeah. First, I exile 2 creatures that my opponent can call against command. Then I'll crew to hers and sacrifice it. This means my opponent can connect with Goblin Shaman, but whatever. You hope Murktide gets some help in damage 3. Me too, but it's fine. I think it's not. It's one of the decent deck of modern right now. There's plenty of them. Okay, what do I want to do here? What do I want to do here? Maybe I don't need Spell Snare. Although Spell Snare counters Molten Collapse, which answers Murktide. So maybe here I can do hand bottom exile. I can shock Liliana, attack face 3 times and win with Spell Snare to counter Molten Collapse. I think that's a viable plan. So it's taking 2 attacks here to win the game, which is, I mean, not that Scam draws very many cards. Ah, another Liliana. Mannaggia. I think I have to do this. Man, 2 Lilianas. Who plays 2 Lilianas in this world? Alright, I need to top deck. If I don't top deck, I lose. I'll leave this fat land here in case I drop Mishra's Bauble. I need to top deck. Top deck. Ooh, that's exactly what I wanted. Let's go with my opponent. Actually, Daybreak. I mean, they know what they're gonna draw. So yeah, unless they have a card in hand that answer my Ragavan, I win. No, no, GG, GG. I lose. Oh, the head orc in hand, man. Was there anything I could have done? Was there anything I could have done this game? I don't think so. I still have an out of like iteration into double bolt, but it's so unlikely. I don't even think it's possible. All right. Maybe there was a way to win this game. It's classic. Classic Murktide. Classic Murktide. You lose, and you have that feeling of, I was so close. All right, I'll take a bathroom break and come back for round 4. Let's go. Round number 4. We got a land and a chandelier, which is slightly worse than a land and a Ragavan, but you take it. Yeah, did you like the Popper video? Yeah, I don't know if you've been following, but Card Market is making their series, the best Popper deck ever. And this morning, I watched the whole match I played against Carl. I totally forgot everything. Like I didn't remember a single play. So yeah, I feel like I was watching something that I've never seen, but I was actually in there, which is funny. Anyway, let's try and get Delirium. Yeah, it was a good match. Let's try and get Delirium here. I can do that. Not sure what was the sequencing though. Maybe Consider first. Bottom both. Can I get Delirium here? Yes, I can. Let's go Consider. Oh, Graveyard. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have Delirium, but okay. So, retract. I just make so much content that I just totally forget most of the things I do, I swear. Like, there was a time I was with Pivo. I want to subtlety this. That's not a bad idea. I was with Pivo and we just rewatched a video I made of a deck we were going to play together, and I swear I didn't remember anything. I don't remember anything. I wonder if it's just because, you know, I play a lot, or it just happens to everyone. All right. Well, it's not looking great. My opponent has a Sign of Draco, and I don't have very much. Don't have very much. I want to get Channeler or Ragavan. What's better? Probably Channeler, yeah. Subtlety sometimes is just you play it and you're left with nothing. Maybe I was supposed to go subtlety pitch subtlety instead of subtlety pitch iteration. You also have binding there, so I should pitch the fairy. Okay. Ephemerate. I'm so dead. What am I playing against? What is this? Yeah. I wish I had iteration instead of subtlety. I would like to say subtlety has been underwhelming in this league. Playing 2 is too many. Reason Reef. It's insane. Who plays Reason Reef anymore? I guess my opponent is the answer. And I definitely can't play Territorial Cabo in that deck. Grief. I guess it's less underwhelming when you subtlety a grief. They left it on. They put it on top. Oh, they put it on top. Weird. Why did they put it on top? All right, I got a 9. Maybe they have not early on the Guild Pact. I just wanted to grief me. They have Peach Fatal Push. Wow. And they have 1 card left. So they trigger Reason Reef. See what they find. They drew another card. Okay. They have Ephemerate, that's why I left it on top. Alright, it dies. I'll go to Otawara here. See if they have a Ephemerate. They do, yeah. I thought so. Alright. Draw. Spell. Not the worst spell. I'll hold it in end. Can be a nice surprise. I got a 5. Ooh. Does this do anything? Not really. But whatever. Attack with both. I guess if when it doesn't block, they have lethal. Ephemerate. Is there a world where I want to go dress down just to find Unholy Heat? I guess so. I'm very dead. I'm very dead here if they don't if I let this ephemera resolve. So yeah, let's just run Unholy Heat now. Unholy Heat or bust? Bust. Alright, I'll bring in Stern Scolding. Borrower. Probably also like Magus and Blood Moon. I guess Magus no, because it dies to Solitude. You don't like Modern? Why? What do you don't like about it? I want to dress down. Maybe it's bad. I don't know. It's good for sure. It's good for sure. It's stale. What do you mean it's stale? What is stale about it? That every topic has 8 different decks? Is that the meaning of stale? It's so much better than any format I've played recently. It's not even close. The games I played today are so good. So good. If you watch this league for the past 1 hour and a half, the games are so good, very fun, actually finish in a reasonable time. So many decisions. All right. Probably Spell Snare is also bad. Yeah, it's I like this. I'm not sure what am I doing, but it's not even about diversity. It's not even about that because standard is 4 decks, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just even those 4 decks playing against each other. It's not great. The diversity, sure, that helps, but the gameplay and finishing the game in time and the decision, the powerfulness is that a word of your threats. It's great. Like you're in the draw and you're like not that much behind because of free spells. It's great. It's a great thing they did with Solitude and Fury. Granted, they banned Fury for no reason, but that's not a story. We don't have to keep on going there. All right, land Ragavan. Go. And as I said to Watsy the other week when they asked me about things, people just say they like formats or they don't like formats based on card availability. Modern and past is bad because it's very expensive to many people. Pauper is great because it's very cheap to many people. And that always gonna be the case. And, it's fine. But, again, thankfully I have the privilege of owning every card, so I don't have to think about that. And I can do a unbiased opinion of what I think is good or bad without thinking about the thousands of euro needed. Which is again obviously not great, but what can I do? Okay. I'll go fetch go here. Did I see the announcement about Popper in 2 weeks? Oh, they're gonna do a ban listing Popper? Alright, cool. Yeah. I'd love to see. I'm not making any videos on Mango's Workshop with Popper because I don't want to make any old that glitters video because I'm sure they're gonna ban it. I hope it's gonna happen soon. I'll retract. That was a good message. I'm surprised. Okay, my opponent goes Grief, Peach, Satoru. I have a couple of options. One is Subtlety. Subtlety, Pitch, Dress Down. I think that's my play. I think that's my play. And then I can go... Yeah, that's Dress Down. Hello, Spud. Ooh. This morning I messaged Carl saying I watched the video and I very much enjoy it. He answered me now. Let's see what he said. Ah! He said that the CEO of yes, the CEO of a card market really wants to hire me. I already got a proposal for being hired last time. That's funny. No, no, but I don't. I don't leave. I will never leave my beautiful city. I'm sorry. Okay. Maybe I just go Fiery Islet here. How did I do limited at the PT? No, I only did one draft. 2-1. For the second PT in a row, I go 2-1. And then I'm not allowed to draft anymore because my constructed deck is awful. Hopefully next PT I'll be able to register a constructed deck that isn't awful. Do I go iteration here? Nah, let's just pass. No, no, you don't pay 10 euros here. You pay 20 in my town. Even the beaches got expensive. Senigallia è tipo... Boh, non so. Did I play Esper? Yes, unfortunately I did. Such a bad deck. I can't believe I played Esper, but... As they say, it is what it is. No, I mean 20. It's 20 here. 20. Not 50. 20. I mean, maybe you can find some like lower tier where it's 15 or 10. Do my beaches have people walking around selling things or offering massage? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there is. The massage, I haven't seen in a while. Selling things? Yes, for sure. They sell coconut or sunglasses, shit like that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, here you pay to go to the beach. I mean, there's also the part where it's free. Dai, pescato bind, blah, blah, blah. There's also some beaches that are free, but obviously you have nothing. You have no services. And here, the goal of going to the beach is very much like enjoying all the services, like games, bars. I don't know, shower, all those type of things. Plus, if you go to the beaches that are free, you have the seashells. Whereas if you go on the other ones, the sand is super clean, so you have no garbage, in theory. That's the goal. If you change my idea, what would I have played? Oh, I would have played the main. I mean, I was going to play the main, but then the testing house, everybody was like so high on Timberlands, and that's such a bad matchup. Timberlands felt like the best deck, and probably is the best deck. But so I switched off. But everybody just played Esper, because as always, the days of PT players testing are gone, and everybody was on. I don't want to say a lower level, but I kind of want to think that because I think the best deck was definitely, I don't know. It's like the same reason why the PT Pioneer, so many people played Rakdos and Blue White knowing that it was a terrible deck. And they did poorly, knowing that it would have done poorly. Same thing. I guess I did exactly the same with Esper. Whatever. It is what it is. Next PT is Modern. I really hope I'll register a good deck. But if it isn't, that's fine. I'll leave with my choices. I can switch for the PTQ. For the second game in the league, I cast a Grief off of Ragavan. All right. What's my cyber looking like? Looks fine. Yeah, let's go. Whatever. It's a functional deck. In your part of Australia, you have a saying that says, if you go to the beach and there's someone else, you go to another beach. I guess we have a different idea. I'll show you here how many people there are. Let's see. Yeah, I guess this is a this is a this is a this is my town, and this is something that happens on Sundays and holidays and shit like that. That's high high density of people, you would say. I don't have too many tournaments lined up for this summer, but I guess probably be happy there. Yeah, that looks like hell to you. No, no, I totally understand. It's not great. Unholy Heat. I think I want a graveyard that we consider. So I want to get Delirium. I'll probably fire off all those bubbles to bind. But I want to bubble myself later and maybe considering upkeep. Does that make any sense? Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not the people for sickness and shit. It's just the people. I mean, it's just. I don't know. I guess I'm just used to it, so I totally don't mind that there's plenty of people around me. Satoru the Infiltrator. Yes. Let's see if I can draw a removal spell. I mean, I did graveyard it, but I didn't have a second land, so it made sense that I did. I got nothing, chat. I got nothing. I got nothing. Land and go. And let's go land. Consider. No idea why I fetch first. Because I'm bad. I'll draw the land. Do I want to play something? Probably play Preordain, actually, if I want to play something. I think I'll drop both. I think, like, I can definitely win this game, where I just go land go and draw answers. So they only have spells in hand. I own no Binding Reef. Wow, they keep on breaking. It's okay, I don't need to do anything here. I'll probably play something now. Like what? Dash Ragavan, maybe? Yeah. So I play Iteration, I go to discard. And if I just cast Ragavan, I'm wasting a mana. So I think this is best. Yes, your turn. Next time I can play Iteration to not go to discard. So basically, I'm just gonna use this game where I'm playing against a deck that's not really functioning. So all I'm doing is just micro advantage here and there. Eventually, I'm gonna overload my opponent with card advantage once they start playing their free spells. So that's an Unholy Heat. That is a way to kill Satoru. Probably don't need it though. I'll just go hand, bottom, exile. I'll play the Steam Vents untapped. And then I think I might just go for Unholy Heat in their upkeep. If they go Ephemerate, then I go Counterspell. And they don't have double white. So that should work. Buongiorno, Miki. Is there a card for MH3 that has me excited to build in Modern? Well, I'll definitely build Kappa Cannoneer Affinity. It's sad that they decided to reprint Meltdown, but as always, printing powerful answers makes a format good. Okay, so they play Solitude here. Va bene, I am fine with it. A draw card, that's okay. Meltdown needs Hammer. Man, Hammer time just is a terrible time. Good jump for the PTQ. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Okay, you can draw a card. I'm fine with it. Basically, just traded 2 cards for 1. And now what do you do? What did you pitch to it? Girina, ma poi a caso, ma che cazzo c'entra Girina? Did you watch the past 2 videos I made with Affinity? So they want to save. They want to save the Satoru. You haven't? Yeah, there's 2 videos that I recorded in the past weeks. Uh, Very good games, very close games. The second one that came out yesterday is the most recent one. Dignity is back. I think the games are definitely very close. And bottom exile again. Like this is like the typical Murktide gameplay that you just can never compete with. It's too much value. And I decide what threats to play first. So you answer the worst one first, which obviously isn't even that bad, but you kind of have to answer. Yeah, I guess that's why they reprinted Meltdown because you had already Brotherhood in, so you didn't need also Meltdown. And Meltdown was really expensive for Legacy. It was like 15 euro, 10 euro for an uncommon. So I guess they're happy with it. Yeah, you have the counters for Meltdown and Brotherhood in for sure. Reason Reef. Do I want to play Dress? I think I'll play Dress Down. Yeah. You bought two Meltdown 2 weeks ago. Unlucky. Unlucky. Person in the chat. Very unlucky. Alright. It's time to. Nah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know I could win this game probably fast, but whenever I need iteration in hand, then so many lands, I just can't. I just can't hold myself. I need to. I need to play iteration. Putting in the graveyard a Ragavan kind of unjustly because it's so powerful. I'm sorry, Ragavan. You didn't deserve to die that way. No, but it doesn't even have double black. Yeah. Casting Expressive Iteration is one of life's great pleasure. It really is, though. Like, casting Iteration and getting like the 2-for-1 out of it, it's such a good feeling. Like, it will never. I mean, the card used to be so good that they wanted to ban it. It's time to play Murktide. I've slow rolled it long enough. Now I have no more excuses. Opponente. Alright, my opponent plays Grief. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I guess I'll Unholy Heat, Reason Reef. GG, they say. All right. I gotta refill the water, and then I'm coming back for the fifth and final match. Classic Murktide League, by the way. Every match went to 3. Let's go. My hand is not the best, but it can become a great one with one simple trick, Expressive Iteration. I graveyard this. I have no interest in a subtlety. Consider. Okay. Swamp and Solitude in the same deck. What is it? Is that Black-White Scam? Is that Esper Giorgio? Could be Esper Giorgio. I'll go and go. Bluffing. Bluffing a counterspell. Magic players love to bluff. Let's go Island Consider. Living up mana for bolt if they have Orcish Bowmaster. Although I think it's Esper Georgia. Iteration. And Ragavan. Okay, I have too many land drops. I don't want to play iteration. Let's just attend the rule. Sorry, abide. Oh, I don't remember the verb. Just stick to the rule that says you play iteration only when you run out of lands. That's an important rule. Abide. Yeah, I wanted to say that, but I don't even know if that's like a word. Follow. There's a word that's like follow with that starts with A, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, Ragavan connects. Abide. Okay, abide. Allora. Allora. Uh, Hello, Sebasan. Is this my new schedule? I hope not. If this is my new schedule, it means that I have to wake up at 5:30 every day. No, I just happened to wake up at 5:30. I watch a car market video in my bed for half an hour, and then I woke up, and then I started the stream at 7. Che cazzo di carte giochi? Troll. Bah. Did you think I would have won against Turbo Initiative? I think I would have won against Turbo Initiative. Yeah. Of course, I always think I win. Otherwise, what do I do? Alright, let me dash first. La Soli... No, Assimilation a Aegis. Pensa a te. La... Do I play Otawara? Otawara. Yeah. I need all my lands. Next turn I go Iteration. Is that a grief? No! No! My Iteration is gone! Otawara, please come back. No, I should have played Iteration. I slow rolled it too much. Che coglione. Ah! Va bene. Iteration number 2? Hmm. No, I can lose the game now. Mango, did you not play Iteration? No! Also, why did I play Otawara? Oh no. Oh no. Che fai? Va bene lui. Che schifo. Is this another Satoru deck? My appearance today have been weird. Like there's 2 Scam in a row and 2 Esper Satoru deck in a row. I guess this is not This is not Reason Reef Sign of Draco. Yeah, we played against 2 Aspiring Spike deck. Mono White thing and Esper Crypticoat. No, ma c'è Solitude, ma ho perso. I lose. I lose, chat. Where do I go with Bolt? I just go on the Cloak card. Ragavan. Okay. Better than nothing. What did you pitch? Another Solitude. Okay. Viano. Viano, can you please help me flipping a good card off of my opponent deck? I don't even know if they have it. Grief. Let's flip Grief. I've done that 2 times today already. No, una terra. Am I losing this game? They can play Cryptic Coat. Oh wow, they passed. Do you have a 4th Solitude? You do. You do. You do. Subtlety? Oh, mia. Maybe I would have lost even if I had gone for that iteration. The top of the deck was not good. I mean, I guess I would have dug and would have drawn other cards. Yeah. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Yeah, Ragavan is very good at hitting the cards. Hitting the cards. All right. Can I draw? I mean, I'm still fine here. Just draw Murktide Iteration. Yeah, let's do that. Let's not draw more lands. Murktide or Iteration. Only those two. Channeler? Nah. Counterspell? Nah. Counterspell? No, no, no. Nada. Yesterday, I went to buy tissues, and I found this very tiny, small tissues, which are great. Hashtag not sponsored. By also, it's called the Mega, and it's like the tiniest tissue I've ever seen. Spell. Oh, it is spell. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Mango. Attenzione, attenzione, attenzione. Go, Mango. Let's go. Iteration. Wow, that's so risky. That's so risky. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a burn spell to punish that, but I guess I wish I played Channeler now. No, eh? Dai, ma come due, ma porca modo! Okay. So many regrets. I could have surveilled one. Could have surveilled one. So many regrets. Oh wow, they can't blink the cloak. So many regrets. Just use a tiny tissue. So tiny. Look how tiny it is. Like, imagine making a tiny tissue and the branding for it is mega. Mega. Alright, I guess I need to top deck iteration again. Dai, pescato Satoru, ma porca la madosca, porca. Culo. Angry Mangu. Angry Mangu, because I punted this game. That's why I'm angry. Not because my opponent got lucky. I didn't play iteration. I didn't play this first, which obviously would have graveyarded this thing. Angry. Okay, let's draw a third iteration and find 2 lightning bolts. Easy. Oh, até caso. Ah, va bene, va bene, va bene. Esperone. I still believe. Iteration. No, 1 bolt only. GG. So if I played Channeler first, I would have put this in the graveyard. I would have draw bolt, and I would have had another draw. What is it? I mean, I would have lost if I played that Channeler, but yeah. So many regrets. So many regrets. Okay. How do I sideboard? Spell Pierce seems bad. Let's take a bolt. I'll bring in Scolding. Oh, that's it, honestly. I don't want to think too much about sideboarding. My main deck is great. Just don't make mistake and win. Just don't make mistakes and win. Oh yeah, Chris? Would have happened that way? Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. This morning, I woke up and there was this tweet that says, "Did we really need Kill Fiend with Flying and Haste?" Yes. I don't know why, but that made me laugh. Or does it end? I don't know. Anytime I bring in Brotherhood end in a matchup that isn't graveyard based, it just sucks. What's my favorite Italian alcoholic beverage? Well, I don't like I don't like beer and wine. I don't drink beer and wine. Never really like the taste. I do like the sweet alcohols, like I don't know, mojito, something like that. Nothing crazy. I think I have to go island here, right? Yeah. Probably bubble again because I can draw into consider. Aperol Spritz. Yeah, I prefer Ugo Spritz, which is more sweet. I like more sweet. I don't like Ooh, there it is, consider. No, I don't have any suggestion about Rome. I've been there only a few times as a tourist. But yeah, probably just Google is definitely your friend there. Non c'ho un cazzo. Oh. Welcome everyone to a new Legacy video. The Big Friendly Gamer, thank you for the 32 people raid. Welcome. Willkommen. Well, if you go to Rome, there's a neighborhood called Trastevere that has like a million great places to eat. So, but again, honestly, if you just search on TikTok things to do in Rome, things like that, that's usually what I do. Like next week, for example, I'll go to Palermo with my girlfriend in Sicily, and we just search on TikTok things to do, things to watch, things to eat. You just scroll there for like half an hour, and you'll find a lot of great ideas. I think now there's just way too much information and content to not to not get the right things to do. When do I play Legacy? Oh, tomorrow on YouTube there will be a Legacy video. You tease affinity with the synthesizer. Yeah, I just do less Legacy content these days because I basically just never play Legacy in paper anymore, so I don't have excitement for it. And I guess modern just does better simply. Hey, I don't think I want to play the Dragon's Reach. The new Force, the blue Force. It's so strange. Like evaluating the new cards, I feel so stupid about doing that because they all suck. Like they all feel bad. But then, like when the uh, subtlety fury things came out, like nobody played them. They were all bad, and then they ended up banning Fury, which was like, you know, crazy to think that. Okay. We worked so hard, and after 2 hours and 12 minutes, we converted a league into one treasure chest. Sorry, 100 play points into 100 play points and one treasure chest. That will be it for this video. I hope you were entertained. And if you watched on YouTube, remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. Bye bye.